Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. Golly, it's been a few days since I have done a video, so I'm curious to see what information, if any, comes through. Oh, it's all been good, but it's just been solid couple of days, and yeah, it's so delightful, getting to do a couple of sound bowl classes, sound bowl sessions with wonderful, wonderful people. Always fills my heart with such joy. And okay, I have to share my experience yesterday. I will. Oh, I'm so human. But I was at the sound bowl class yesterday, and it was lovely, and it was with several people are participating in the class, and doing the typical chit chat, beforehand, have you done sound bowls, and attempting to do a little bit of explanation. And there was one couple in particular I was just like fascinated by. I was just like, oh man, I know you. I mean, I didn't say that this is the internal dialogue while I'm attempting to talk sound bowls and frequency and benefits and stuff like that. And this gentleman, had a pro baseball t-shirt on, and I was like, oh well, that's really cool. And again, this is all internal dialogue, and I just kind of let it go. And they were just like so wanting to absorb the information and absorb the energy of the bowls. It was absolutely filled my heart. But I just kept staring at him, and I almost said, you look like, but I didn't. I thought, oh, okay, well, fine, whatever. So, and believe me, I am obviously I must be enamored because love my sports ball, So explain what I'm doing, and then everyone puts on their little eye masks and doing the centering process, getting everyone grounded, start, doing the sound bowls and, and all that. And then my mind suddenly goes to, remembering, the list of participants that I briefly saw. And I suddenly went, holy shit, it is him. And his lovely wife. Oh. And so for that brief moment, talk about having to come present, ground, and right then I almost started laughing at my reaction. I was just like a little girl, just starstruck, and then going, wait, that's not my job right now. My job and what I wish to do is to bring forth healing and love and all of that through the bowls. So I was breathing and grounding and saying, hey team, higher self, help me out here. Please let me just be a clear vessel and let go of the ego. So, because one of the, I won't say dangers, but one of the things that can happen is when getting sound bowls can turn into a performance, and a performance, in my humble opinion, there's still benefit because there's the frequencies, but then it's a performance of ego, and you're not getting the pure frequency of healing and whatever the intention is for the sound session. And so I was, anyway, I share that because it was just, I'm still giddy, obviously, from it. And by the way, they all enjoyed it. They'll be coming back. But how our team is present with us to assist us when we help. And I literally, I was like, I could really go into ego and all this right now and worry and all that. And instead it was like, no, center myself in myself, take my own directions here, focus on the breathing and focus on letting the divine channel through to the best of my ability. So I just share that because we all have our places where the ego wants to hop in and take charge, and it's harmless at times, and then it's like, wait, but is this serving the highest good? And particularly in what I was doing, my role was to be of the light and a pure, open channel. Not to be a starstruck fan. So, and to receive extreme joy from it. So, I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but I just wanted to share that because it also really opened my heart to think, wow, okay, there is openness for this kind of experience, for the information that is coming forth for all of us, that the energy is truly changing. People who in the past who may have just been really closed off and not receptive at all are suddenly opening up to these experiences and opening up to higher consciousness and belief that we can raise our vibration and that we make a difference, who we are, uniquely standing in our power, standing in our strength and in our light. We make the difference. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, and it's that rippling effect. We stand in our truth and in our light, and it ripples out, and it affects the energy around us, which in turn affects others. So let's let that be in a positive way, in an uplifting way. We don't have to go and perpetuate that tsunami of ripples of the negative energy field. Don't have to do that. We need to be our little ripple of calm, of centeredness, of light, and of love. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Staying hydrated. Remember, you know the checklist basically. Make sure you are grounded, especially important to be super, super grounded and hydrated. With water that you've blessed, set intention of healing, of love, whatever. And as you ingest it mindfully, it can permeate your cells and flow throughout. So yes, so that's been happening, and then I have been still monitoring myself with my social media use, and I am still consistent. Is this day 7 or day 8 of my rebounding, my little mini trampoline, and I am loving it. And I'm also observing that, just observing myself. as I feel it, and as a trigger seems to be like a really dramatic word, more like the memories of how I would approach working out in an obsessive way in the past, and just observing myself as I lean into that tendency and then lean back and catch myself, because I want this to continue to be joy and benefit without it becoming obsessive. That's totally my path, but I'm sharing that with you in case there's stuff that you do that you kind of start become it feels really good and you're enjoying it, and then you can become a little obsessive about it and addicted. If you see yourself doing it, just smile, love yourself, bring yourself back and ask, what is it do I want? And forgive any judgments you may have placed on it, and have compassion. Because we're all learning new skills. We're all venturing into a territory that we don't know. So our inclination is to want to fall back into our addictive ways. The things that brought us comfort that maybe not so in alignment with who we are now. So remember to set your intentions, every morning and not evening, whenever you think of, set intentions of only that which I resonate with, that is in alignment with my highest and greatest good, highest timeline of organic timeline. No artificial realities here. Rebuke any artificial realities, artificial timelines. Only those which are organic and for the highest. All right. Well, let's see if there's anything else before I head to the oracle cards. Love. What's happening externally in the world, we've talked about it before, is, yes, extremely dark. It can be very heartbreaking. Allow yourselves to feel the emotions that are triggered. Give yourself permission to feel those emotions. There's nothing wrong. We are being triggered right and left when we pay attention to what is going on out there. Just be gentle with yourself. If you can, just pull yourself back into yourself with love, with compassion, with forgiveness, with deep grounding breaths, remaining compassionately neutral, and seeing that what is playing out is serving a greater good that we're not privy to. But keep trusting in the universe. Keep trusting that the divine is in charge. That doesn't mean we're passive. Doesn't mean we're sticking our head in the sand. But what it does mean is that we have the wit to know to come back into our centeredness, into our calm, into our resonance and coherence, and from that spot, know if there is action to take or what would best serve. Because we all know love takes different form. I mean, yes, 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 indeed. We still need to be sending our light, our love, our compassion to these situations that are abhorrent, that are, I'm placing judgmental labels on, and I know, but they are disturbing. We, yes, keep sending light and love. And know that love is also fierce. I don't mean violent. If you're a parent, or even, with our animal friends, there is a ferocity that comes with loving so deeply and completely. That yes, love is patient, love is kind, and love is fierce. Mama bear, Papa bear, holding the line, as in holding the vision what do I want to say? What is it coming in? Help me. Allow our loving presence, the divine love, to be so strong that we do not put up walls. There's something about allowing that energy, that our love and our light will assist as it dissolves, as it crumbles. We need to be so strong in our love and in our light that we are there when it crumbles. It's not necessarily that the light is defeating the dark. The dark is defeating itself. Yet we hold the light and the presence with such strength and focus. And it's an Archangel Michael kind of love. It's a warrior kind of love. Not violent, but clear and focused of intention for the highest and greatest good. And that, no, this is not okay. And in holding in the light, we are thereby invoking our higher selves, the highest divine, to assist in a way that is far greater than we on a physical are capable of, to assist in the dismantling in the way that is for the highest good. This is all kind of very vague, but the message seems to be hold in strength and in love and not giving up hope. Do not give your energy to the darkness. Hold it in love. And the phrase that came in is, they know not what they do. Pardon my French, bullshit. They know exactly what they're doing. But it's not our job to punish or anything. It's not punish. Our job is to call upon the divine within, and the great I am, God, Spirit, the universal force, whatever energy you want to label it, is to call upon that energy to deal with it. Yet we need to be strong to witness what is happening. Not complacency, but divine light and strength and loving humanity, like a mama bear, that we are not allowing that to move forward into the future. Mama Bear is saying, we love so purely, so fiercely, that we are holding this vision, holding the vision of humanity, unification, cooperation, love, compassion, building together. The words fiercely devotional are coming in. I don't know exactly what that looks like. And I have a sense that it looks something different to each one of us. But yet know that you are stronger than you think. And it's a strength in spirit. It's a strength in coherence. The more coherent we are, and coherent meaning balanced, the greater impact we will have on the physical world. And we're so needed right now. It's getting so close. I mean, you can feel it. Don't get absorbed by it. Come back and hold fierce love. Call in the protection, call in our galactic friends, our angelic beings, our celestial beings, saints and sages throughout the ages. Call in the fierce, loving protection of Gaia. To lift us up into the new world. And know that in this strength of coherence and groundedness, that we will have a clear vision, clear direction of action to take. But it will be a response and not an emotional knee-jerk reaction. We're coming from a place of response. I don't know if any of this is making any sense. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and check with the oracle cards, see if there's further clarification from my spirit team, my higher self. And just to take a moment, in case you're new to the channel, I'm Dee Dee. This is what I do. I got the nudge over a year ago to just come and sit in front of the camera and let my higher self speak through. And that's what I've been doing. And I do sound bowls, energy healing, intuitive, energy alchemist. And you can check the links below, because if you're in the Kansas City area, I do sound bowls Wednesday evenings. You can go to www.wonderfulpod.com waltmeyertherapy.com/classes. And then on Fridays at noon, I do sound bowls, and that is at inspirepilateskc.com. And then I do different classes at www.energywithinkc.com. So, that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. I have new frames. I'm so excited. New frames. Pardon me. Let me grab some. Okay. Let's see. For the highest, greatest good. Gateway. This is the Gateway Oracle. Denise Lynn. Let's see if there's further messaging. And yeah, I love my little new frames. They're really retro. My first pair of glasses when I was in the 8th grade, shockingly similar to these. So I went, all right, what goes around comes around. And you know that geeky, just awkward stage of 8th grade, 7th, 8th, at least when I was that age. That may be younger now, but yeah. So I'm calling this healing my inner 8th grader and loving her, loving all the different phases. So anyway, please, broken and lacquered, take care of yourself. Letting go. We've had this one before. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. We are letting go. We are letting go of the old paradigm, the old world that no longer serves us. And rather than going into fear, open your hearts to the joy in creation of the new way of living, the new planet Earth, the new ascension, the higher consciousness of humanity. Surrender joyously, ebbing and flowing. Yes, there are good days, there are bad days. Those are just labels. It just is what it is. But we are surrendering to the process. Acceptance of what is. You first have to move into surrender and acceptance before change occurs, because you have to know what the truth is, what the reality is, before you can change it. That is what is going on. And some of that reality is extraordinarily dark, disturbing, corrupt, all of those terms, adjectives. It's, yeah. But we're letting go of that, and we have to see it in order to let it go. And letting it go joyously, because remember, joy is the higher vibration. Joy is inspired, and inspired means in spirit. So joyously letting that go in cooperation with our divine spirit. and allowing the ebb and the flow, that progress is made and then it seems to get dark again. But a little bit more light comes in each time as shedding of the old and release. So we are still in the ebb and the flow. And it's almost like this ebb and flow is helping to shake it loose even more. But we are letting go of the old paradigm, the old patriarchy, in order to bring in the balance of the feminine, the masculine, the light. And yes, the dark, it's in balance. Joyously. Do not allow the fear to take over. Allow the joy and the love and the hope and the vision, the clear vision of what we want to create for humanity. And remember, it is for the greater good. It is for the collective good, because that's what the new world is. That's what the higher consciousness is about, is for the collective, not just what is for an individual's good. It is for the collective, which then ultimately serves the individual good. But remember to do what brings you joy. Bring yourself into that creative, loving, joyous place. Remember to get outside. Remember to move. Bounce on your trampoline. Go out, hug a tree. Paint some rocks. Go, paint, create, sew, write. Do sound bowls. Play your instruments, sing, whatever sparks joy, redecorate, but bring in that joy. Let the joy fill your heart. Do not let that external crap rob you of your joy and of your peace, because your precious life's energy and joy is so much more important than that. Because through our joy, through our laughter, through our benevolent beings, we change the earth. And it is up to us. Please remember, I think that's why this whole thing is coming in, of being sovereign and strong, is that individually we must be strong in order to create the collective. And as a single person, individual, you make a tremendous difference. Do not give in to passivity and complacency. Fiercely love what we are creating. Don't hold on to it, because that creates resistance, but you can fiercely love with your heart, that balance of the heart and the mind, the masculine, the feminine, as above, so below, as within, so without. We are creating, and who we are makes a difference. Who you are, the energy you exude, the love that permeates, the light that emanates from your being makes the difference and follows you as you walk your path. Your love, your light ripples out. Remember that. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. All right? Okay. I think that'll do it for now. Remember to love, open the heart, Do not let that harden your heart. Allow your heart to be open and soft, your mind to be open. Coherence. Opening to the possibilities and knowing that we are co-creators with Spirit. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. And so it is, my fellow co-creator. Namaste.